thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandi at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandi.
So much for the, hey, everything's going to be fine. We got a handle on this inflation. Remember the rally the other day? We had the rally with the, and they said that the numbers that came in 4.6% for the wages wasn't bad at all. Don't worry about it, because guess what? We thought it was going to be much worse. We thought it was going to come in at 5%. And remember, we had a negative stock market, turned around and blasted off. It's unbelievable. You know, everyone thinks that this inflation is getting under control, that it's somehow what the Fed has done has worked. None of it's worked. Everything the Fed has done is fueled the inflation. You know, if you really want inflation to get under control, you got to cut expenses. But Congress won't do that. Cut entitlements, they won't do that. It's amazing. And I get so sick of this, inflation's transitory. The only thing that was transitory was the $5 trillion, $5 trillion that we borrowed and printed for this pandemic stimulus money. That was transitory. We don't even know where half that money is. Where'd it go? They don't know. Some of the money hasn't even been used. We have over 400 fraud cases going on because nobody controlled it. Nobody cared. Nobody looked over the money. Who cares? It's not their money. You think Joe Biden cares? He's been in government for 50 years. He's sucked off of government. All these people who work for the government, they don't care. They don't watch our money for us. They could care less. You really think people in Washington care about money waste? They could care less. People who work for the government, they only care about one thing. When is their pension? When are they going to retire? How are they going to position themselves for pension? My God, Joe Biden's been working for the government for 50 years, never made a living outside of government. And it shows now he's not that bright of a guy, is he? But let's get back to the market. Inflation's transitory. No, it's not. God, I get so sick of that. You know, and most people, when they hear somebody on the fake Business News Network say something, they're gullible. They believe it. They listen to them. Say, oh, okay. In 2020, remember they came out and they said, hey, prices aren't going to go up any more than 2%, the most. 2021, 2022, 2%, the most. Don't worry about it. Went right up to 5%, kept going. Unbelievable. Think about Congress. They turned around and had Treasury Department print out of thin air. Remember, there's no more gold standard. No more. You need $1 for every dollar you print. You need $1 gold for every $1 you printed. No more. That's gone. They don't want that anymore. They don't want any restraints on printing. When Congress had the Treasury Department print out of thin air, the largest flood of federal money ever recorded in history, $5 trillion for the stupid pandemic stimulus money program. $5 trillion. It's like play money. It's funny money. You know how much $5 trillion is? Oh, it's Yellen, Powell, Biden. Don't worry about it. It's transitory. It's going to go away right away. Don't worry about it. No, it doesn't work that way. But most people believe them. Thought they must know something. Powell wouldn't be there. Yellen wouldn't be there. Biden wouldn't be there if they weren't the smartest people on the planet. Are you kidding me? It's not. See, all this money is not transitory, and inflation is going to get worse. Just like people don't believe oil is going to go back to $100. I always get a kick out of that. It's over for oil, man. Oil, yeah, it's going to go back down to $40, $50. Really? When everybody said that before, oil's not going to go up. We bought a ton of oil. Stocks. We made out fantastic. Now, you notice where oil is? It's on its way back up. I think it's, what was it this morning? $85, something like that. So when the Fed raises interest rates, 81.67. When the Fed raises the interest rates to control inflation, what they don't tell you, it takes about 2 years for each rate hike to take effect. It doesn't work through the system right away. It takes 2 years. So unless you raise rates fast enough and high enough, like Volcker did, when you have inflation at 8% and you raise rates 4%, that's stupid. It's not going to work because it takes when they raised that first 20, I had a laugh. Yellen, she raised that first 25 points. Remember? That was in 2015, I think it was. 25 basis points. We haven't had a rate hike, for 8-9 years. 25 basis points. It's going to take 2 years for that first 25 basis points to hit the economy. Isn't that stupid? That's why it doesn't work. And they know it. But remember, Congress loves inflation. So do the wealthy. Then she raised it another 25 basis points. What are you, nuts? Another 2 years before that takes effect. In the meantime, inflation's going nuts and the rich are getting richer, and Congress loves it because now they can monetize the debt they have with China. The debt goes down because as they're destroying the dollar, because there's no more monetary policy, we got to have $1 gold for each dollar you print. So the value keeps going down and the dollar down, down, down. And what that does, that devalues the debt we owe China. And that's how they pay China back. And they don't care Main Street has inflation. What do they care? When you take Nancy Pelosi and all the very wealthy in Congress, they're making a fortune with inflation. Their wine vineyards go up in value. Their agricultural land, their timberland, their artwork, everything goes up. Their minerals, their drilling, their oil, their gold, everything goes up. They love it. So Congress loves the fact that there's inflation because the people in Congress get rich. The people who put them in Congress, the very, very wealthy, they get wealthier. I mean, we're talking about real wealth. The people who control Congress, the people who put people in office, these are wealthy people. They're worth like $125 to $135 million. Only about, 2,000 of them. They want interest. And you take the paupers, the 1%, they make anywhere from $500,000 a year to $800,000. They want inflation. So this whole thing about raising rates because it controls inflation is a bunch of garbage. Because it takes too long. And the other problem, Most people don't even care about inflation. What do I mean about that? They don't pay attention to it. They don't. Most people have no interest. It doesn't bite them at first. Because most people, what they look at is monthly payments. As a matter of fact, the majority of people don't look at monthly payments. The majority of people ask, hey, what will the late payment be? I have a friend that's in the car business. He said, they always ask me the first question, how much is the late payment? How much is the late payment? And see, by the time people start, hey, something's going on here. Hey, something's changed. It's too late. It's way too late. So this is a joke. You raise rates to hit inflation. You cut costs. That's what you do. We'll keep more. Back right up this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy this stock. Then you have two people on their show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
and we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So we're talking about how here's the market's down another 457 points because it's not working. Every time you get one of these rallies, 1,200 points, 500 points, 700, they always give it back. Why? Because you got to understand there's not enough big buyers. The smart money, as they call it, those are the big institutions, the big hedge funds, the insurance companies. They're not buying stocks right now. They're not buying stocks. In fact, they're going to wait till these stocks collapse. The valuations are insane. The valuations are insane. So when they tell you to go in and buy the dip, they're telling you to do that so they can get their customers out at a higher price. Then they pull their bids out and the damn market goes down. But you can't explain that to people. They don't want to listen to it. So, again, going back to, think of what, they had no interest in controlling inflation. The whole thing's a scam, okay? Because, again, who's in charge? The very, very wealthy. Here, for example, take Yellen. From 2008 up to 2015, they didn't raise rates. She finally decided, I'm going to raise rates in 2015. So she raised rates between 2015 and 2017 about 5 times. Each one was 25 basis points. And remember, each time you raise the rate 25 basis, it takes 2 years before, I see, it's working now, inflation's going down. 2 years. So you really believe that Yellen, by raising rates 5 times in 2 years, only 25 basis points each time, was serious about cutting inflation? Of course not. She was told not to cut inflation. Then you bring in Powell, 2018, 2019. He raised rates 2018 4 times. Yeah, when he took over. He said to Yellen, goodbye, go home now. I'll take over. He raises rates 25 basis points. So she's raising rates 25 basis points between 2015 and 2017 5 times. He comes in 2018. He starts raising 25 basis points 4 times because they're both being told, do not fight inflation. Because when we have inflation, we're getting rid of our debt with China. We're devaluating the debt. We're monetizing the debt. The more that we can destroy the dollar, the more we're going to get our debt down with China. Because the debt is dollar-based. You kill the dollar, you're killing your debt with China. You don't even have to write a check. But they're not going to explain that to you. Then finally they said they're going to get real serious, right, around 2020. 2000, I think it was 2020. Where he finally decided he's going to cut rates. He decides to cut rates. Cut rates. In 2020, cut rates back to 0. And you're telling me they really want to fight inflation? What are you, nuts? They're not fighting inflation. They don't want to. Then they really had to make a show of it going into the election. They raised rates 75 basis points, 4 times. That's in 2022. So from 2015, it took from 2015 to 2022 to raise rates before they started to raise rates 75 basis points. They have no interest in fighting inflation. It doesn't serve the interest of the wealthy. They want inflation. So the majority of the people, as I said, by the time they figure out what's going on, I mean, they don't listen to interest rates. Like my friend said, the biggest question they ask, what would my late fee be? By the time they start sensing something's going on, it's too late. See, here's the problem. The main tool that they use to fight interest rates, okay, is raise rates. I mean, inflation is to raise rates. That's the wrong tool. That's the wrong tool. Because it doesn't work. Not unless you do what Volcker did, came in and raised rates to, 15%, 20%. I mean, we're raising rates. Inflation's at 8%, and we're raising rates to 4%. So the Fed's main tool of interest rate increases does not work. But they do that on purpose. They do that on purpose. They should be cutting expenses. That's what the main tool should be. Cut expenses. You know, it's amazing how everybody thinks inflation comes from, I don't know where they think it's coming from. And now they're telling us, well, you know, inflation's going to be over with now pretty soon. No, it's not. It's going to get worse. You know, the cause of inflation, the real cause of inflation has nothing to do with the Fed or its interest rates. When people, they're going to be raising rates, it's going to be more inflation. It doesn't have anything to do with it. Now, the war with Ukraine, we should have never started that war. Biden got us into that war. Trump would have never got us into that war. Bill Clinton would have never got us into that war. There's your problem right there, Ukraine. There's a major problem nobody talks about. Inflation's going to run hot while we are over there in Ukraine. It's going to run hot, believe me. And then all this QE, zero rates, that destroyed us. That's where, when you brought interest rates down in 2008 to zero, all you did was take the very, very wealthy and make them even more wealthy than they already were, and you screwed Main Street. Unbelievable. So there's $700 million. That's just a few cases, 400 cases. Because nobody was tracking fraud. So in the end, all that happened was that $5 trillion fueled inflation. Unbelievable. So it doesn't go away. It's not transitory. Not when Congress is spending $7 trillion each minute, but they only bringing in $4 trillion a minute. How do you fight inflation when you're spending $7 trillion each minute and your income is $4 trillion a minute? Explain to me how you fight inflation doing that. Especially when our debt is held by the public.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang. But we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, if you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake Business News Network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, good afternoon, gang. It's Steve Celeste here with PhilsGang.com. Just wanted to tell you how to get engaged with Phil's Gang and how to become part of the Phil's Gang membership or how to try us for 10 days free. Simply go to PhilsGang.com. That's www.philsgang.com and click on Get Started at the top of the website. Click on the big red banner that says Working Investor 10-day free trial, and that's all you got to do. And hey, while you're at the website, why not stop by our gift shop, see if there's something in there for you or for somebody you know. All right, thanks, and back to you, Phil.
And thank you, Steve. Steve, by the way, when at 9:30 in the morning, or actually about 8:30, I release Coffee Talk. And that's really important part of our day when you're a gang member, because I will give you a good idea as to what's going to happen that day, okay, in the market. I mean, that really helps a lot of people. So you get a heads up first thing in the morning before the market opens, what is going to happen. Then at 9:30 when the market opens, I review the market opening with my members. And I go and we go through our stock portfolio, and we make decisions on what to do with the individual stocks that we have. Add to them, short them, whatever. And then at 5 after 10, Steve takes over, and he has a question and answer. You email him with any question you have about your portfolio. And we're hoping you're following our portfolio, that you're taking our portfolio, because every day at 2 o'clock, Steve will take our portfolio, he'll post it, and tell exactly what to do with each stock in the portfolio. And we have what we call our Pro 2, which is a color-coded chart, which tells you if money is going to come out of that stock, any stock, doesn't have to be our portfolio, any stock, or is money going to go in? So any time that you're in a stock and you're wondering, what do you think it's going to do? What do you think the market's going to do? Is it going to go down? Is it going to go up? The Pro 2 is never wrong. It'll tell you if there's money going in or money goes out. It's color-coded. It will turn red. But before it turns red, it even gives you a warning. It'll give you a warning. It'll turn yellow, give you a warning that, hey, I'm in a stock, I'm doing well, it's up 20, 30%. Hey, all of a sudden it warns you that the institutions are going to pull money out. Nobody else has that. So this is what we do. And we really work, okay, hard for the customer. And all we ask, if you do well, please remember St. Jude. Cost them a lot of money to keep that research hospital going. So it's a win-win for everybody. It really is. And what's upsetting to us is we can sit here every day, just like I do on the radio show, and try to tell you what's going on with the stock market. But more important, what's going on with the gangsters, the people on Fox Business, the people on Bloomberg, the people on CNBC. I mean, my God, the information they give you is so horrible, so bad, because it's self-serving. They're there to make you feel good. How many times have I told you that? To make you feel, that's their one job, so that they can capture most of the advertising money from Ford. They all go after the same advertising dollars. It's always the car dealerships, the car manufacturers that pay for most of these programs to be on the air. And they judge these programs as to how positive they are. How positive they are. So if they think Jim Cramer is the biggest liar and is sitting there giving you the worst information but making you feel good like you're going to be rich, they'll make sure, okay, that is the Fox Business will get the, CNBC will get the most of the advertising dollars. That's what the whole game is about. That's the whole game right there. All right, look, when it comes to making money in the stock market, you make it harder than it is because you can't break that bad habit, which is you're always depending on somebody else. You're not depending on yourself. Just like, for example, how many times did you lose money when they told you to buy on a dip? Every time. Because you didn't understand, and I kept telling you on the air, my gang members knew, when you have the S&P going down, you have the NASDAQ going down 43%. Those are channels, down channels. And they're telling you when a stock went from $20 down to $5, buy it. It's a good deal. No, it's not. Because the channel in the market's still going down. There's more money coming out of the market that's going in. And if you're going to go buy on a dip in a market where there's more money being pulled out than going in, you're going to lose the way it works. So instead of learning how to make money when the market is in a downtrend channel, I mean, God, take a look at the S&P. Just put it up. You can see the S&P is in a severe downtrend channel. Matter of fact, if you take the S&P, I'm swearing right now, the S&P is now in another breakout point failure. We've had 3 of them now. We had a breakout point failure on December 1. What's that mean? The stock, the S&P, went up through the 200-day moving average. That's the resistance. Got above it and then turned around and fell right back through it. It did it again, okay, on December 13th. And now it did it again today because they can't hold the rallies because there's not enough institutional money buying these stocks. Why would they buy these stocks when they're way overpriced? It's insane. But once you learn how to sell a stock short, what a difference it makes. You're in control. Now you're making money. And this idea of buying and hold, that is so terrible, so bad. It's awful. Last night, I was never so aggravated. I mean, I don't want to get into the politics of this stuff, but I got so aggravated when I heard this guy by the name of Fowler, and he went on Hannity's program, and he's trying to tell Hannity that Hannity was saying how there's no fairness between what the FBI did and Department of Justice, how they handled Joe Biden right now, and Trump. They went down there with SWAT teams and everything else, right? He said, oh, no. He said, no, they didn't raid Mar-a-Lago. See, these are the same people who tell you when to buy stocks. Listen to what he says, how stupid this man is. Not stupid, evil.
To be clear, this is not under the jurisdiction of the FBI. When it comes to classified documents and the Presidential Records Act, that's under the jurisdiction of the National Archives. The National Archives said to the president, "We need those documents." To be clear, the FBI, a federal judge issued a subpoena, and the subpoena was served. It was not a raid.
Under Democratic administrations, they only raided one president or one presidential candidate, and that was Trump. And the other candidates got different treatment.
Because
that's not equal justice.
Not raided. He was served
equal
a subpoena.
application of
Imagine sitting there in bold-faced lying. You got 50 cruisers, got lights all over the place, people with automatic weapons. And this moron comes on, this guy Fowler, this Democrat. Oh, that wasn't a raid. He was just serving him a paper, subpoena. If you get served any kind of document, someone knocks on your door and serves you. That's simple. They don't go down with M16s, but it goes to show you how screwed up things are. Then we got to the point that everybody's picking a team. They're going to either be on the Republican team or they're going to be on the Democratic team. And both teams suck. They're terrible. Why don't you be independent? It's the same thing with investing in stocks. Be independent. That's the one thing. We can get you there to be independent thinking. So you're not listening. You listen, okay, gee, I wonder what CNBC is saying about Amazon. I wonder what Fox Business is saying about Google. You're not going to get the truth. There's only one place for the truth. In the flow of money on your chart. And we have the best chart. If you don't think so, check it out. It's free for 10 days. Go to my site, philsgang.com, and it says how the Pro 2 works. And right next to it, you can click on Get Started and get the entire membership free.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. I'm looking out the corner of my screen, the TV screen, and I see Jean-Pierre Eiffel Tower. I want to see if she's sending out any messages. See if we can see her eyelids. Oh, there they go. There they go. Yeah. Let me mark this down, what she's saying. Yeah, I got from it that she's talking to Carrot Head. Save her, SOS, Kansaki. So we got Kansaki, the Carrot Head, and we have her. Oh my God! Wait. Yeah. Wow, look at those eyelashes go. Whoa, look at those lids go. Man. Too fast. I'm not that good with Morse code. Okay, so, look. the market, you make it harder than it is. That's because Wall Street makes it harder than it is, because they want to make sure you think it's hard so that you need them. After 10 days with us, I'll guarantee you're going to say, God, I wish I did this long ago. First, we have fun at it. And it's made easy. You don't always have to be finding a hot stock. That is ridiculous. That's nonsense. What Cramer's been doing for years, a hot stock. You'll never make money with a hot stock. The way the market works, and it'll never change, okay? Once they got rid of the financial, or they got rid of the manufacturing-based economy, and we started to export all our labor and machinery and everything overseas, and then we became a service economy, everything changed. Everything changed. No more did we have the unions. They were shot to hell. That meant that and that's when the Democrats double-crossed labor, because the labor as soon as the labor unions weren't strong anymore, Democrats didn't even pay attention to them. And the only thing you need to follow, they made it easier. It used to be so difficult when we had to take and go through statements, see what all right, what's the free cash flow in this stock compared to this stock? What's the margins? Oh my God. Today, with the technology that we have, it's much easier. You haven't even got to know what the company does. You're only following the money. And we designed our charts that I believe is better than any chart out there. The one chart is our Pro 2 color-coded chart. It's never wrong. It tells you, it'll alert you if you're in a stock and you're doing well. It'll alert you to, hey, money is starting to come out. The institutions are pulling their money out. Nobody else has that. Or all of a sudden you're in a stock, all of a sudden it'll alert you money's coming in. That's all you have to watch, is money going in, money going out. And then what we do is we wait for those setups. So we have 6 stocks. That's right, 6 stocks we follow all year. 6, same stocks. My gold stock, AU, which we've done fantastic with. JP Morgan, one of the best bank stocks. MRO is one of the best oil stocks. That's Marathon Oil. Apple, everybody knows Apple. Boeing, God, we've done fantastic with Boeing. Boeing right now, we're up. We got into Boeing somewhere around $137. It's up $209, still going up. And we got Target for retail. So those are the same stocks every day we focus on. That's how you make money. And you sit back and you let the setup come to you. On your chart, you know when to pull the trigger. You don't chase stocks. You don't go after stock. This is the hot stock. I interviewed the CEO last night. He's a good friend of mine. Buy it now. Buy it now. Buy. It's stupid. You sit back and let the setup come to you. If you just go to my site, philsgang.com, go to where it says how the Pro 2 works. There's a video free of charge. And then if you like that, right next to it, there's a little button that says, hit the button that says get started. And then you are a full member, okay, for 10 days. And you can see exactly what we do and why our members are happy and making money. Because the one thing you learn is when we buy JP Morgan, we also are going to short JP Morgan. That's right. We short JP Morgan. It's the same as buying it. Give you an example. When JP Morgan was at $143, it turned totally red. Money was pouring out of JP Morgan. Pouring out. 143, we shorted it all the way down to where it was around 106. And it stayed red all the way down. That was a 25% return. Then we bought JP Morgan when it turned green at around $122. And today it's $136. AU, our gold stock. When the dollar was going straight up and killing the gold stocks, mining stocks, we shorted them from $25 all the way down to about $13. Shorted it. That's a 48% gain. Shorting. Then we got back in around $15, $16. When it turned green, let us know the institutions are buying again. And they're still buying. We got in at 16, and now it's around 22. It's never wrong. And then the class is, when you're with myself and my class or Steve, you learn how the market works. It's not just about buy the stock, it's the hot stock. This is the hot stock right here. I know the CEO. That means nothing. When the market's going down and a certain group is not going down, you need to know that. That's called relative strength. That's the group you want to be in. We always have you in the right group. There's 11 groups in the stock market. There's 5,000 stocks. Are you nuts? So we go to the groups where all the money is. Mining stocks, gold stocks, metal stocks, that's AU. We go to where all the money is. JP Morgan, oil, MRO, Apple, technology, industrials, Boeing, Target, which is our retail. So out of the 11 sectors, we're only in 6 of the 11 sectors because we know that's where the money goes. Then we scope it down till we take the best stocks of those 11 sectors. And then we sit back and we watch and we wait for our buy signal and our sell short signal. And once you learn how to sell short, see, here's what happens. If you bought AU at $21 and it went up to $26, then it started to come down. But you stay in it. Now it's down to 22. Now it's down to 19. You call your broker. What do I do? What do I do? Stay in. You're going to be okay. Buy and hold. Buy and hold. You're going to be okay. Then it goes down again and down again. And what should I do? When all you had to do is when it turned red, sell short. We show you how to do that so easy. See, but they don't want you to sell short because they don't make commissions. When you target just 6 stocks in 6 of the 11 stock groups, and you focus on those, buying and going short, that's like having 12 stocks. Now, along with those stocks, each one of those stocks came from an ETF, like GDX. That's our mining ETF. That's where we got AU. XLF. That's our financial ETF. So we also will invest in the ETF as a bucket. So instead of just buying AU, we can buy the whole gold mining stocks, GDX. Instead of buying just MRO, our oil stock, we can buy the basket, XLE. I'm telling you, at the end of 10 days, you're going to say, why didn't I do this sooner? And it's fun. It makes sense. But if you continue to listen to all this garbage they tell you, it's just unbelievable. Listen to this stupidity right here. This is so stupid. Listen to this.
Better days are ahead, at least for the markets in 2023, as we've reached peak hawkishness.
Couldn't get much worse.
We've reached peak inflation.
Now, we haven't reached peak inflation. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But I'm not going to argue with him. I'm going to go to my chart. My chart would tell me if we reach peak inflation or not. It'll give me a buy or sell signal. But for him to say that, that's ridiculous. Listen to this.
Corporate balance sheets are in good shape. Consumer balance sheets are in good shape.
Terrible, terrible. Corporate balance sheets have never been in worse shape. Never been in worse shape. Are you kidding me? Consumers in good shape? What the hell's wrong with this guy? He's just both out lying. He's got 20 million people are behind on utility bills as of January 2023. 6 million people are behind on rent. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Click where it says Get Started. Join us for 10 days. You're going to have fun at it and help St. Jude.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.